Hey guys, Kip here at Thousands of Roots, and I have a story for you today. It's one that most of you already know about, but for those of you who don't, you need to check this out. We have a Gosling, and his name is Sonny because you all voted and named him Sonny. And Sonny, he was hatched out, and his mother, didn't know that was her baby, and she just abandoned him. And Nathan went out and found him abandoned, laying on his side, having trouble, and brought him in, and we nursed him back to health, only for one day. Then, as soon as he was back to health, brought him back to the mom, who was still sitting on her nest, brought him back to the mom, and the mom rejected him. She wouldn't take him. When they first found him, they just figured he was part of the first clutch of goslings that hatched out. But he wasn't, because all of those goslings were present and accounted for. So we figured it's from the mom that's sitting. So anyways, try to reintroduce him to his mom. She rejected him. She wouldn't take him back. We had just gotten all of Josh's chickens out of the house. So the brooder came back into the house. Woohoo! Yay! Mom and dad, right? And my kids and everybody's falling in love with him, right? Having a great time, getting to know him, falling in love with him. And then he was under a week old, and they had him in the garden because we were taking him out every day so he could get fresh grass, get dirt, be grounded on the earth, and do what geese do. And he was out here in the garden. Actually, right over there is the scene of the accident, right by those pallets. He was down on the ground doing his thing. Joseph on his tricycle deal, for little kids, they sit down on those plastic, they look kind of like tricycles, but they're in the shape of animals or whatever. 2 wheels in front, 1 wheel in the back, and he's jamming around with that thing. People weren't paying attention to who was where as far as the gosling goes, and Joseph ran right over the gosling and was on top of him, on top of his head and neck. And then Josh showed up on the scene and found him in that position. And that day we were just doing a video on how cool this gosling is and all this kind of stuff, and that day when we were going to post that video, this accident happened. We cut in the reality of stuff happens in life, stuff happens on the homestead. So we brought him in, and we were praying and looking online for things we should do. It was split, between you can try to save him and do something, or you can just put him out of his misery because of the way he's acting, what's going on is not good. But after a short time, that same day, he was able to drink water. So we decided, let's go for it. Let's try to save him. Okay, Caleb, what are we doing with that gosling, Caleb?
Trying to hold its neck straight.
Are we gonna try to save it? So here's what we did. We put a little neck brace on it. We're gonna give this gosling a chance, guys. And we have not regretted that decision. That was a great decision. Because I've got to tell you, he is 100% healed. He is well. He is totally recovered. You can't even tell. He has no cork, no twist to his neck. I mean, nothing. You can't even tell at all that he was ever in an accident. So we consider Sonny to be our miracle goose. So we're going to show you how he's doing now after he's fully recovered.
So he's doing great now. And I love how he follows me around and stuff, and he goes underneath me to get more.
Okay, you guys, I want to give a huge thank you to all of you guys. You were right there with us. You were, in some cases, crying with us, applauding us, cheering us on, praying with us, praying for him. Thank you so much, you guys. Look, it's paid off, as you saw. Sonny is doing great, and we're going to see what happens with Sonny. I tell you, it would be awful hard to sell him to somebody or something at this point. He's become like the homestead mascot, you know. He's so awesome. I mean, what a survivor. You know what? What a survivor. And I think that really is an appropriate mascot for this family, for this homestead. That we are survivors. And just like Sonny, that he's not just surviving anymore, he is thriving. And that's what I envision for this homestead and for this family. That we're not going to just survive, we're going to thrive. So thank you for joining us on this journey towards thriving. Have an awesome day. And whatever you do, do it with your whole heart.